How you guys and girls doing today? My name is Nagato Uzumaki and you're watching the Disney Channel. Just kidding, what's going on y'all? It's your boy Tim918 and welcome back to another video of analyzing some good old gameplay. In this video, we're going to be analyzing two scenarios where we actually secure the kill and we frag out and get that nice juicy loot. Like I always say in my videos, y'all, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And if you enjoy this video, please make sure to hit that sub button, that like button, that come button, that fuck button, that nut button, all those buttons, y'all. Oh, and one more thing, y'all. If you're brand new to content creation in YouTube and you enjoy my style of editing and videos, down below, I will have a brand new beginner-friendly content creation mini course for all of those who are just getting started and want to know how to create some good old content. Well, with that being said, let's get right into the video. So the scenario here, y'all, is that we're clearing dorms. We sure love customs and running dorms, right? But we are sweeping our sectors like we normally do, and we encounter someone trying to hide in a room. Remember, make sure you're watching your corners, make sure you're sweeping your sectors, and doing a clean sweep. So we'll watch this, and then we'll go over it.
Kill one? Yeah, kill one inside. Yep.
Okay, so let's go over that. So nothing too crazy, y'all, but what I noticed is that we were hearing shots earlier, and I'm deciding, okay, let me clear out everything first. My teammate is one of my teammates is actually on the outside holding this door right here to see if anyone's going to eventually come up. And I'm like, we've heard suppressed shots in here earlier, and as a matter of fact, I was getting shot at from the top of the hill. So we're clearing out everything, and I'm like, you know, let me check 2-story, let's check 3-story, let's check every single building, I mean, every single room, because we never know, right? So I'm going along, and I'm checking these doors, and see what I'm doing is that I'm putting my barrel at the door, but I'm also moving to the right, and I'm like, let me check this right here, and then right when I see this guy aiming in, I'm like, oh, hold on now, 1 second. Now, one of the things that I've done before and I'm proud of is that I would immediately try to ADS and contest this person. This person's already ADS'd, he's on the bed, so he's at a pretty nice off angle. All he has to do is aim up a little bit, and this guy will instantly pop my head. So what I do, and I also noticed this homie has the Twitch Rivals band on. That's some serious shit. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep on moving like I just was earlier, and I'm gonna go off to the right. So I go off to the right immediately, and the very first thing that I noticed that he starts shooting when he sees me. So I'm like, okay, let me go off to the right real quick. I go back to the left and I start shooting. I go back to the left again because I know what's going to happen is if he's a good player, he's going to be putting shots down range and he's probably going to be pre-firing. At this moment, I noticed that he has a vector, so I'm like, he can run out of ammo very, very fast unless it's a 50 mag. So I'm just going to keep on using the door frame as cover while I pop back in and out, in and out. Eventually, I end up getting that kill right here and I go off to the right again. I see that I kill him. And there you have it. So one of the things that, and then I scream because that's my teammate across the way, but he had hopped over to clear the other side. So one of the things we want to talk about in that scenario right there, y'all, nothing too insane, right? Nothing like too off the wall crazy or nothing. But one of the things that I want to discuss in this fight is just clearing every single sector, man. Making sure that every single room that you see open or even unopened that you check. If you have a second guess in Tarkov, you need to make sure that you go confirm that. Don't ever second guess yourself and just try to leave things alone. I knew that in one of these buildings or one of these rooms this guy could be hiding in, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna find this guy because there's no way he could have just disappeared anyway. Like I said, you know, we see this guy, he starts shooting at me where I'm strafing back and forth. He's on the bed, he's at a pretty good angle. I'm trying not to get head-eyes here. I'm gonna strafe, I'm gonna aim for his head, hip fire, and boom, we get rid of the target. But on to the next scenario, baby. Yeah. So this scenario, y'all, my friend that was holding the door on the outside actually died. So that other individual did have a teammate, and he ended up creeping up and killing my teammate that's from the outside. So after waiting inside for a little bit to see if he would move, nobody was budging, and I was like, okay, it's time for me to make a move. So we'll play it, and then we'll go back and talk about it.
He's still outside.
Still outside?
Yeah. Killed him.
Oh, you got him? Alright.
All right, let's talk about it. Okay, y'all, so the first thing I do here is I make sure that I'm on fully auto. And the next thing, let's go back a little bit because I don't want people to miss that. It's the little things in Tarkov that add up. So I go to full auto. And the next thing that I do is I make sure that I have enough time on my painkillers. I just popped the morphine, so I got 200 something seconds left. And that was because I want to make sure that when I do hop out of this window, if I do end up breaking my legs or if the player's on the outside, I'm still able to handle them or run away from the situation if I need to. because the last thing you need is to get into a situation and you can't even run, right? So what happens is I hop out of this window. That's my teammate's body right there. I immediately break my legs, and I'm like, oh shit, I've got 2 broken legs and I've got a little light bleed. So I noticed that my teammate's dead behind me. And the very first thing that I'm going to do is I noticed that there's blood on this tree. So I think to myself, I'm going to stay close to this window, but I'm also going to start scouting just to be sure. I mean, just in case anything happens, if he starts shooting at me and I need to run away, I can hop into this window and I can hop right back into cover and heal up, or run back to my other teammate that's in the building just in case. But I see the blood on the tree. I'm like, okay, I see these bullet holes, and I'm like, the very first thing I want to scan is my immediate left side and this room here, because maybe he hopped in this room and he's trying to chill somewhere in the corner. So the very first thing I noticed right here is I start getting shot at, and I'm like, now this is a risky play, because I have, you know, this building, I've got 2-story over to my right, and I've got, you know, I'm out in the open, I'm exposed right here, so anyone could be shooting me from my right side. But I hear the shots coming from my left, and I'm like, okay, he's still out here. So what I do is I run, and right here, that little frame right there, it doesn't look like much. It doesn't look like much, but after he starts shooting at me, I end up shooting right here. When I shoot at this moment, I do that so that way he thinks to himself, okay, this person, I just heard the bullets, this guy is right here. I'm going to turn to where I just heard the shots, and I'm going to start trying to shoot at him. So I pop those shots, and he actually falls for it. He baits that. I bait him out. I end up running over to my right, and I'm like, okay, wherever this guy is, I'm going to have to get an off angle on him. There's no way that I'm going to be able to just turn around and pray that I just shoot him through some trees or, you know, bushes that I can't even see. So I keep on going, and when I shot those bullets a couple seconds ago, he's looking exactly where I shot those bullets at. And he's actually shooting over there. He's probably thinking that I'm still over there trying to contest him. And he's like, oh, I'm good, I'm behind cover. I hear his gun click, and before he even realizes what happens, I'm on his far left side, and I immediately pop him in the head. So once again, nothing too crazy, y'all, but this is all about turning a very disadvantageous situation into an advantageous situation. Turning a, oh shit, I don't know where he is, and I'm out in the open, and, you know, I have no idea where I'm getting shot from, to, you know, able to shoot in a direction that he thinks I'm at, have him still focused on that position, flanking to his left, and being able to secure the kill while being damaged. So it all works out in the end, but, you know, got to be careful, right? You have to mitigate the amount of risk. And that is it for this video, y'all. Once again, I appreciate y'all for watching this, man. If y'all enjoy this kind of content and you enjoy me reviewing my gameplay, let me know down in the comments below. I love talking with y'all, love interacting with y'all, and I love improving, man. Who doesn't love improving, especially in a game like Escape from Tarkov? So let me know down in the comments below, and I will catch y'all in the next video. T918 is out of here.